Huddled together in the control cabin of Module 5, Bleep, Booster and the pilot were stunned by the giant brain's dreadful threats. But suddenly, the magnetrode was back to normal. The pilot began barking out orders. Immediately, the glowing metal plates of the Delta disintegrators slid back into the spider boxes. Then they too were sucked back into their spacecraft. Now the rescue fleet was ready. Undaunted by the evil power of the giant brain, the men of Miron prepared for attack. Inside Module 5, Bleep was worried.
I do hope my father and his men are safe.
Yes, and the crews of all the other captured space freighters too, added Booster. But there was no time to worry, because the pilot gave them each a job to do. Stationed in front of two vectorscope displays, they were told to check the screens for any sign of enemy action. Meanwhile, led by Module 5, the Miron space fleet was advancing through the darkness, and every second brought them closer to danger. Hawk-eyed, Bleep and Booster concentrated on their screens.
Lights at green 005 and rising.
Called Bleep.
Lights at red 009 and rising.
Yelled Booster. The pilot looked grim.
When those two beams go inside, if we are caught in their cross rays, we will disintegrate. Evasive action is useless. We must attack. Stand by to increase phase angle. Ignite primary deflector tubes.
In front of every spacecraft, the silver deflector shields had opened out. Flying in close formation, the Miron space fleet formed an impenetrable wall. At that moment, the first of the giant brain's white rays struck. But the deflector shield withstood the onslaught. Still, the Miron fleet moved menacingly forward. Inside Module 5, Bleep and Booster stayed glued to their screens.
The rays are approaching everywhere,
cried Booster.
It's impossible to count them.
Even as he spoke, the full force of the white rays hit the fleet. Yet again, they were repelled by the Miron spearhead. Bleep and Booster were flung across the cabin by the biggest explosion they'd ever felt.
This must be the end,
wailed Bleep. But Booster shouted,
The rays! The rays! They've disappeared! Look down there!
Below them was an amazing sight. Not only had the white rays vanished, but their transmitting pylons were a smouldering mass of crumpled metal.
As the rays were deflected by our spearhead, they bounced back to their pylon transmitters with such force that they destroyed not us, but themselves. Then our path is clear,
cried Bleep.
Now the fleet can land, and we can rescue my father.
As soon as they landed, Bleep and Booster dashed headlong to the tower where the captain and his men were prisoners. Hard on their heels ran the men of the Miron Reserve Fleet, and the pilot raised his ray gun to blast a way into the stronghold.
There they are,
cried Booster, for as they climbed through the jagged hole, they could see the prisoners.
Father! Father!
cried Bleep as he grabbed the captain's arm. But the captain did not reply. He and his crew stood motionless like stone statues, their eyes all fixed in the same direction.
Your father will never leave my planet. No one can ever escape the brain.
Without your white rays, you are defenseless. I will prove it,
cried the pilot. Once more, he raised his ray gun. Bleep and Booster stared unbelievingly. Before their very eyes, the giant brain grew smaller and smaller, until finally it disappeared. Immediately, the captured men of Miron came to life.
How can we thank you?
Cried the captain.
You have saved us.
and all the other prisoners too.
Called Booster. Sure enough, a vast crowd of Myrons was surging towards them, freed at last from their terrible ordeal. Bleep, Booster and the pilot were the center of an excited group of rescued spacemen, all thanking them and saying how glad they'd be to see Miron again. Soon, an impressive fleet was speeding back to Miron City. In the lead was Space Freighter 9. Once again, the captain was at the controls.
It was a lucky day for us when you first came aboard Freighter 9,
he told the boys. And although Bleep and Booster knew that they'd only been on board by mistake, they felt proud to have completed so successfully such a dangerous mission.